Hi, I'm Sasha,
Hi, I'm Kirsten.
and this is Mess Magnets.
We're back, baby.
Made it.
I I feel like it's been a long time since we've done two in a
I
row together.
know. Oh my god, it's fine. We're here.
We did it. Love this
Oh
for
my
us.
god, we're killing it. One podcast at a time.
We're doing our
Oh
best. We really
god,
are. Life is so busy right now, but
I
we
know.
are here, and actually for once there is a lot to talk about in the summer,
Yes.
which is wonderful.
Oh, things are thinging, and shout out to one lady in particular.
Listen. This is going to be a big episode for me
Yes.
personally. So we're going
Oh, as soon as it dropped, I said, "Thank God, we have stuff to talk about."
to we are going to I'm going to give a trigger warning before we
Yes.
get into this. We're going to be talking about Taylor Swift and I'm
Duh.
going to sound insane about it. So
We're ready.
just be ready for that. Be prepared. If you don't want to hear about it, that's fine. Timestamps are in the description. You can just skip to the next story. You don't have to hear about it if you don't
I
want to.
almost messaged you and was like, not in like a, oh, I want off way, but in like a, should a Taylor Swift expert be on?
No, I think this is fun. And I think one of the most fun dynamics of Mess Magnets is that we have different areas of expertise and we
Fair,
can
fair.
often teach each other about them. So I think
True.
that it's fun.
I'm
Uh,
ready.
as long as you're not like, I'm sick of hearing about this.
No, no, no. When I saw it, I was like, great, we have content. And I just thought it was interesting how she did it.
Yes. So let's get into it.
Yes.
Obviously, Taylor Swift has announced her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, which will be coming out October 3rd, 2025. This album is going to be 12 tracks and it is produced exclusively by Taylor Swift, Max Martin, and Shellback. So it is going
Ooh.
to be like all bangers.
Yeah.
It should be all really, really good. The way this came about was the other day. It's so funny too because, okay, everyone knows I'm insane. I'm in like the QAnon side of Taylor Swift where we read into
No,
everything and
I
we're
love
doing math and we've got the murder board and we're just trying to
Yes.
figure it out, right?
Yes, please.
But then the reality is when she actually is giving hints for something, it's like she's hitting us in the face with a brick. Like it's so obvious. So Taylor Nation posted a photo with 12 pictures from the Eras Tour, all of which when Taylor is in orange costumes, with the caption, "Remember when she said, see you in the next era?" This was accompanied by a literal countdown clock on her website. And an announcement that she would be on the New Heights podcast, which is Travis and Jason Kelsey's football
Which
podcast.
was crazy. That's
And
when I was like, this is weird.
right? And so the first countdown on the website just counted down to her being on the podcast, basically. And then the day of the podcast, there was another timer that came up on the website, which was like for when the podcast actually would start. And it had like, there's the orange door, which was on the Eras Tour set. It was this orange door. We obsessed over that door for years at this point. We call it the
Oh.
Karma door.
Got
And
it,
on
got
the
it, got it,
last
got
day
it.
of the tour, rather than sinking into the stage to
Yeah.
leave, she walked out through that door on the last date of the tour. That was like a
So
really
she knew.
big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knew, she planned this. This
Yeah,
has been
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
works.
yeah.
And so I do, before we get into the actual part of it, I do just want to say the reason we call it the Karma Door, Sasha, is because there is a rumor that there is
Mhm.
a lost Taylor Swift album
Oh,
from before Reputation came out,
oh my god.
which it would have been called Karma, and the
Got
color
it.
scheme would be orange. And this has been heavily theorized about. One of the biggest reasons why is in one of her music videos for The
Mhm.
Man, there's a
Yeah.
scene where she's like dressed as a man. She's like, I guess, peeing on the wall. I don't know.
Got it, got
And there's like all of her album names are in graffiti on the wall in like the color.
Oh.
And then there's just the orange word karma with all of the album
Got
names. So
it.
that really fed into the idea that there's this lost album, Karma. We associate
Orange.
orange
Mhm.
and Taylor Swift with Karma. And so we've always really thought that was coming.
Got it.
Obviously,
Makes
when
sense.
she released a song named Karma on an album that was not called Karma, it was kind of like, well,
Mhm.
I don't know. I maybe it's not real, but this has been how we've been feeling. And
Yeah,
I do argue that in a way, this album still is the Karma album because so its color scheme is orange and it's
exactly. Yes.
called The Life of a Showgirl.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who else has an orange album that starts with Life of?
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Yep.
And it's the album with the song Famous, where he references
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift, which was the start of all of the like
Yes.
Kim, Taylor, Kanye, Snake, Taylor getting canceled, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so when people go to look up Life of Pablo, her name will come
Yeah.
up first because she's a bigger artist, right? So that is like karma against him.
Yeah.
In addition, there is also a song on this album called Canceled. And so now when you look
Oh,
up Taylor Swift Canceled, this
I
album will come
see.
up
I
instead of
see.
all of the stuff with Kanye,
Yep.
Taylor, and Kim, right?
Fair. I
So
like
I
it.
mean,
This I like.
I think that there's reasons to believe this. We also people had actually theorized that something was going to be coming out on October 3rd
Mm-hmm.
because a few times in the past year, you might have noticed Taylor Swift wearing like a fuck ass plaid outfit that is like not nice. Like it was just
Her
what are you
outfits are
doing?
crazy to me.
Sometimes her outfits I think are actually cute. Sometimes,
Yeah.
but
Well,
then
that's 'cause
sometimes
she's
you're like,
so pretty. So
exactly.
it works.
She's built like a model, so she can
Exactly.
wear literally anything. But like
Yes.
she did wear like one plaid outfit which had a predominantly like orange and teal color scheme, which is the color scheme of the cover of this
Oh.
album. And she wore another plaid outfit. Guess what October 3rd is? International Plaid Day.
I mean, I only know it as Mean Girls Day, but shout out
Yes,
for
it is Mean Girls
for
Day. It is
other things.
also apparently International Boyfriend Day, but
Of
I don't
course.
do
That's
boyfriends
Taylor
need a
Swift.
day? Do
Yeah.
boyfriends need a day? Come on.
Oh my god. Isn't that just
So
patriarchy? No, I'm just kidding.
it's just interesting, you know?
Yes,
And so
yes.
people do see that as a Easter egg. As
That makes sense.
well,
No, that makes sense.
in all of the promos for the New Heights and for the actual New Heights podcast
Yeah.
itself, there were 4 different kind of boxes on the shelf behind that said like TS. There's like a gold one, a
Mhm.
blue one, a pink one. And so people are theorizing that those will be the colors of the album variants because
Oh.
this woman is not going to just release one vinyl. Like
Yep.
she's
That is truth.
consumerism final boss, Taylor Swift
Oh
fans, you know?
my god.
Um, and so the podcast was actually, Sasha, it was really cute.
Yeah, I've seen clips. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I've 100% like
It was
seen clips. It's
2
and it
hours.
felt like normal. Like I was just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is like precious."
It just felt
Like
like
they're having fun.
super normal. At first, I was like, "Oh, their body language is kind of awkward. Like, are they even real?" But then, like, I think they were just awkward being filmed. And then, like, by the end of it, they did seem really comfortable. Like,
Yeah.
she's holding his leg the whole time. He has his arm around her.
Mhm.
Like, it did feel like a real relationship. So I do wish them all the best. But there are more possible Easter eggs and possible theories based on this. Okay. I need you to go down the rabbit hole with me. Okay.
I love conspiracy theories. It's my favorite thing. Please.
And see, this is why it's like, honestly, even though you don't like love the music or love Taylor Swift, you actually should be a Swiftie because
I
you would
know.
love all of the like theorizing that we do.
I mean,
But
and the
so
thing is, like in high school, I used to listen to her music all the time, like the old music. So I've been on the train before. I think that's why I feel like I understand.
yes, you really get it. I appreciate that you don't make me feel crazy. Because sometimes I'm
No.
like, I
No,
don't know.
and like side note, because like this is just what we all do as people, right? Like hashtag ego. But it's just now like the Beyonce fans are like, or the Beehive is like I'm part of a few Beyonce communities, and they're just like, oh, this Beyonce Easter egg, that Beyonce Easter egg. And people are like, shut up. Beyonce does not do Easter eggs like this. Like, this is not Taylor Swift, and that's okay. Like, it's just we're not. And they were just like, Taylor Swift is amazing, and that's over there. And you
Yeah.
can't do that over
No,
here.
100%. Like it's
And it's
look,
very, like the cultural impact is like
yes.
fascinating to me also.
Let's keep things in their appropriate lanes and
Yeah, it was
celebrate
just really
them.
funny because I'm just like, no, now in like these Beyonce communities, the Beehive is like, well, this Easter egg and that Easter egg. And then people are fighting that it's not an Easter egg.
Oh my God. That's so
Yeah, it's
funny.
really funny.
That's ridiculous. The one thing I will say, my very parasocial moment with
Yes.
watching the New Heights podcast is I often, like, when I see theories, I'll be like, oh,
Mhm.
that's an interesting theory. Oh, that's
Right,
way too
right.
crazy. And when I see one that's way too crazy, when I'm talking about it with other Swifties, I'll literally
Yeah.
say, that person needs to go to the hospital. Like, they're not well, they need to go to the hospital. And during the podcast, Taylor Swift is talking about All Too Well 10-minute version. And she's
Yeah.
talking about how many times people would listen to it so many times. She's like, to the point where I'm like, do you need the hospital? And I was
Oh
like,
my god.
she's me. Like, oh my God, we would be
Oh my
friends.
god. I know, her talking about the sourdough was the funniest to
Yes. And
me.
so that is where we're going to get into it. So we've always
Okay,
known
please.
Taylor Swift is a baker. We
Yes.
know she loves doing like old lady crafts, sewing,
Yeah,
domestic.
yeah, the
This
old
is
lady
not
core is
new.
real. Yes,
And
yes.
I love that for her. And honestly, I think that as we all start getting older, we recognize that, like, oh, wow, our grandmas were right. All of this stuff
Yeah,
rocks.
yeah.
So love that for her. But there's more. Okay. So she talks, in one moment, she says, I am talking about or thinking about sourdough about 60% of the time. Okay. Now, do you
Honestly,
know
that's
what
so
this
funny.
Super Bowl is? Super Bowl 60.
Yes.
And do you know that it is at the 49ers stadium where their
Ye
mascot is Sourdough Sam?
yes, it is in my backyard, so I do know that
Well, I
much,
know you
and
know, but this is more the people
sourdough yeah,
listening.
fair, fair, and sourdough is big
Yes.
in the Bay Area or in San Francisco, like the Boudin company.
Yes. So that is, people are saying that. But then as
Mhm.
well, um, she mentioned the number 47 several times in the podcast. The
Oh,
47th date of the Eras tour was also at the 49ers
that's
stadium.
funny.
So it's giving,
When she was mayor, yeah.
I really think she's performing in the Super Bowl halftime show.
That would be crazy. Here's the thing, the NFL also posted, like, memeing the podcast because she was talking about, "Oh, you're gonna see more of me," and
Yeah.
NFL has posted that on their Instagram at least.
Yeah, she started the podcast with, like, I know you have a lot of male sports fans who listen to this, and we all
Yeah,
know that what male sport fans want is more of me
which
on
I
their
thought was so
screens.
funny. I said, "Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
loved
yeah."
it. She also, people are also really theorizing that she's going to do a series, like a Vegas residency in the, like,
That's
or thing.
crazy to me.
But I could see it because, like, that's so much, like, Travis, first of all, Travis loves Vegas. They have spent a lot of time there
Mhm.
as a couple. And it would be way easier than having to move, like, an elaborate set from place to
But
place.
maybe I'm the problem here, but I just feel like you go to residency when you're done.
But I don't think it would be, like, I think maybe residency is the wrong term. I think she would do, like, a limited series of, like, just a couple of shows, like, not
Like
like a
Adele
full.
did that, right?
Yeah, I
Or
think
does
so.
Adele do
I think Adele was supposed to do a residency and it ended
maybe
up
that's what
not
it was,
being.
sorry. Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. I feel
I
like I
think that,
remember
like,
this.
just a series of, like, a couple of shows, it would be
Oh,
super on
fair,
brand
fair.
with, like, the imagery of Life of a Showgirl being
Oh, that's
like a
true.
very
Okay.
Vegas
Yes,
thing, and
yes.
I'm
Okay, okay,
picturing
okay.
it, she literally has a song called Guilty as Sin. It could be like the Guilty as Sin City shows
Yeah.
would
Okay,
be,
okay.
like, cool. I could see it happening. She said that the new album is about, it was all recorded while she was on the Eras tour in Europe with Travis, and so that was, like, the summer that they were, like, having all these dates in Europe together,
Oh.
and it's about not what happened on stage, but, like, her life off stage while she was doing that leg of the tour, so I think it'll be really interesting.
Yeah, especially because so what I did watch, right, like how she was talking about the album cover and how she picked it because people are not happy that she didn't pick one of the, like, maybe, quote, unquote, "better images,"
Who ca I'm s People are
and instead
insane.
she picked, like, the whatever, the album art that she did show,
Yeah,
but
like the
I
back.
think it goes yeah, with what you're saying, which is, like, it's not necessarily, like, her life like, in the glitz and glam, but actually afterwards, right? That's what she was
Yeah.
talking about, which I thought was really interesting, and I think is a quote, unquote, "braver" choice, right? Like, instead of being I mean, it's still highly stylized, Photoshop,
Yes.
duh, but it's interesting because I also like the other pictures better, but I understand what she means.
Yeah, and, like, all the other pictures, like, guess what? There's gonna be variants with those pictures. If that's the one
Yeah,
you want,
has
you
to
can
be,
buy it, you
right?
can have it, like, it's going to be fine. Or you'll get the album, it'll come with like a collection of all of the pictures. Like,
I mean, yeah, that's what happened with Beyonce too. So same
yeah,
exact thing.
it's
Yeah,
just like super normal for pop stars at this
agreed.
level. Like, I don't think it's worth freaking out over at all. The one thing she was extremely specific, this album is 12 songs. It will not have more than 12 songs.
That's
It is
actually
it's
so
12
funny.
songs. Because so on her last album, Torture Poets Department, at 2
Mhm.
a.m., it was a second album. Like, it was
That's so
dropped.
crazy.
And then with the album Before Midnights at 3 a.m., there's the 3 a.m. version, which has like 6 or 7 more songs. Or I mean, listen, I guess I'm a fake Swiftie. I can't remember the number of extra songs. But the thing is, in the whole like lore of Taylor Swift, there's a big motif of 3-2-1,
Right.
because when she performs Delicate on tour, she says the part where it's like, but you can buy me a drink. And then the whole stadium goes 3-2-1, let's
Oh,
go, bitch, before the next
got it.
line. And that started as just like one person went viral doing it. And now
Mhm.
everyone screams it during every show.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, but it would make sense thematically for something to come out at 1 a.m. But she's specifically saying it's not a new album. So it could also be the Eras Tour behind the scenes documentary could come out at 1 a.m.
Oh.
because we know she was filming. We know she had cameras
Mhm.
behind the scenes. When I saw the Eras Tour in Vancouver, a lot of my view was blocked by cameras and drones filming the shows. Not like constantly, but there
Okay,
were
good.
moments where I was like, well, this sucks
Yeah,
that
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
there in this moment.
Got it.
So it's like we know the footage is there,
To
and
me,
that would thematically work with what she's saying about this album.
that's exactly what I was about to say. I was like, actually, it makes more sense than any album if you're doing Life of a Showgirl to do the behind the scenes or how it came to be, right? Insert
Yeah,
whatever you want to talk about, but that makes
exactly.
way more sense. Which, yeah. Also, I wish Cowboy Carter would come out with an hour freaking movie, but we'll see.
Yeah, I
Same
would love that.
reason because it's
I'm
so
also like,
interesting.
I'm still really mad that the Renaissance Tour movie was only in theaters and isn't on like any streaming
Yeah,
service. Like, I want to sit at home and watch
I
Renaissance.
know.
And yet I can't do that. So that kind of
Fair,
peeves me.
fair.
But it's fine. I'm sure one day I'll be able to just sit at home and watch it. It'll be somewhere. It's fine.
It yeah,
Uh,
I can find it illegal.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm sure you're right. I'm sure I
yeah.
could find it if I was very motivated. But yes, so that is what is going on with
I
Taylor Swift's
love
new
it.
album. I have confirmed with Maggie Morgan after the album's released, we
Yes.
will do a full album review, go through all the Easter
Yeah,
eggs, how it
you need
references
to.
her real life, just like we did for Tortured Poets Department. Um, just me and Maggie being Swifties, breaking it all down. So
No,
you
I
can look
think
forward to
the
that.
messengers, like, there are lots of messengers that are gonna eat that shit up.
It was well received for Tortured
Yeah.
Poets Department, so we love that.
No, I like it. I like it.
And yeah, so that's all I've got for you right now. Are there more Easter eggs? Yes. Are there more people on TikTok breaking it all down and talking about things in hindsight? Yes, they are. This is not like Sasha's down for conspiracy theory, but like it comes to a point, you know?
No, and I also think, like, it's just ever changing also, so we might say something and then, like, 5 minutes later, a
Yes,
TikTok will be like, "Actually, here's why that doesn't work," or, "Here's why that it does work," whatever we wanna say,
exactly.
so, no, it's
Exactly.
just
So,
I'm definitely and here's another, like, piece where I just find fascinating is, like, how quickly, right, like, things take off, where now everyone's posting, right, like, "Oh, life of a showgirl memes," and they're so
yes.
funny and silly, so it's just, like, even if you don't enjoy whatever, insert even if you don't blank Taylor Swift, like, it's still, like, fascinating to watch, like, how she has this, like, cultural impact that you just, like, can't deny, and it's
Yes.
like I said, it's just, like, fascinating to watch.
And again, like, does she do things personally that I'm not a fan of? Yeah. I
Oh,
really wish she would stop hanging
everyone
out with
does.
Brittany Mahomes, like all that shit, you know? But also,
Listen, for my fantasy, if you don't have a few Republicans on your team, like, I don't think your team's good. I
but
need
yeah,
the
so it's like
country
again,
boys
yeah, like
to do
is
the
there
to score them touchdowns.
You need them, obviously. Yeah, like it's like, is
I
there
need
stuff she
Brock
could
Bauer to do whatever he needs to do. If he needs to
not
do that
Brock
Trump
Bauer?
dance to get while he gets
Actually,
you them
wait.
points.
Did you see the funny part of the New Heights podcast where she mentioned her first date with Travis and talking about football?
Yeah, yeah.
Where she
The
she said,
offense
like,
and
she was like, "Yeah, I literally said on our first date, what was it like at the Super Bowl, looking across the field, seeing your brother across from you?" And Travis was like, "So we're both on offense, so we are literally never on the field at the same time." But here's the tea. I didn't know that they're both offense. So I didn't know that that was a
oh, that's
ridiculous question to ask.
funny.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Jason the center. So he's like the like key, what was the main like ingredient for the tush push. So
How are we supposed to take this sport seriously? You're telling
tight
me
end and the tush
push
push.
push?
And
Like,
people are trying to outlaw it because like there's no um there's like literally no defense against the tush.
I mean, listen, here's the thing. You tell me they're trying to outlaw the tush push, and I say this is just further evidence of the rise of fascism in the United States.
Honestly,
That's
correct
crazy.
because the Eagles, listen, I'm with them. Okay? Saquon, I'm not with you. Unfortunately, I will pick you on my team, but you suck. Jalen Hurts, listen, shout out Jalen Hurts, okay?
Yes,
Oklahoma alum, all female PR team that are also from Oklahoma. So listen,
we love.
okay,
We
that's
love.
what I do know, and that's why I will always be for the tush push.
Okay, we got to
This
move
sport
on.
is so unserious.
Okay, let's talk about e.l.f. Cosmetics
Oh my
showing
god,
their
have you
entire
seen this shit?
ass this week. Oh, I've seen this shit.
Like, this is so ridiculous. So I seen it and I like turned it off. Then I said, "Oh wait, mess magnets."
Yeah, so it's okay. e.l.f. Cosmetics has a new
Yes.
ad campaign where Heidi and Closet is there, which is phenomenal. We love Heidi and Closet. We
Mhm.
love drag queens. We love giving drag queens work. It makes a lot of sense for a drag queen to do an advertisement for a cosmetics company, considering how
Actually,
many
they should
cosmetics
literally
we
be
wear.
the face of every single
Like
company.
literally every single, because also here's the tea. If you wear makeup, period, if you watch beauty influencers and you have learned techniques to make your makeup last longer, look better, blah blah blah, all of that shit is watered down from what drag queens were doing first. Like
Correct.
long wear makeup comes directly from drag queens.
And here's the thing, right? So speaking of influence, this is why like I had to put the shit in because I was so irritated. So speaking of influencers, so e.l.f. like did this ad
Yes,
where it's like a spin-off of the commercial that used to I think come out like the Cecilia and Barnes, Celino, sorry, and Barnes like scene in the tri-state area in New York, and they have Matt Rife playing a fictional injury lawyer. And
no.
here's the tea, right? Like the man that made fun of domestic violence and abuse is playing an injury lawyer. So
Yeah,
that's even funnier to me.
it's just it's such a weird choice because like at least if you're gonna choose a man to be the face of your cosmetics, like it should be a man who wears makeup. Like this is a man that got those sexy Squidward surgery and it like didn't work. Like he's so
Yeah, and
strange.
like
He's
it's
not funny.
so bizarro. Like I don't understand. And not only that, he also now owns the Annabelle doll. Like,
Yeah,
it
and
I don't which I think, like,
listen.
is officially, like, changing owners, but it's just he is so this is not his brand, and I'm
Mhm.
confused as to why some loser that, like, he's not even remotely funny, has, like, joked about Black Eye OnlyFans, all this shit, like, literally, I don't understand why him, and again, this, like, goes back to our conversation last week about this, like, conservative movement taking over, right? Like all these brands, because he even like once, if people don't know about Matt Rife, like once he literally like did this like he talked to a 6-year-old that, oh, your mom brought your Christmas presents with like the money she earned from OnlyFans.
He's not funny, and it was like for a when he first was coming out, I think a lot of women did like him. They thought he had like a cute
Yes.
look. They thought he
Correct.
was so funny. And then when he found out women liked his jokes, he was like, I don't do comedy for women. I do comedy for bros, and leaned
Yes.
into problematic, misogynistic, like worse jokes for no reason. Like he played himself. He literally has a joke in his Netflix special about someone getting a black eye because they didn't cook properly,
Yep.
like domestic violence, and not funny. He's not cute. He's not funny. It doesn't make sense why he would be the face of a cosmetics campaign at
And especially
all.
someone like e.l.f, right? Like, the whole point of e.l.f is that, "Oh, we're, like, normal. We're, like, for the everyday woman person," right? Blah, blah, blah. It's just like, you're pathetic and
Yeah,
you're a
but
loser. Fuck e.l.f.
the thing too though is like e.l.f, they don't really make unique products. They
No!
specifically steal like formulations and types of products
100%.
from other companies that go viral. So like, and yes, I bought e.l.f cosmetics before, but
Oh,
it's just
same.
like I will not be buying them again. Absolutely not. But they it just goes to show like they don't have anything on their own kind of merit to offer. And then they also bring in Matt Rife, who also has nothing on his own merit to offer. So I guess in a way it's the perfect collab like that. It's like just for a company that is targeted majority to women to pull this shit is just really disappointing and annoying. Nikki Tutorials commented like Matt Rife of all people, well, you've lost me. So many beauty influencers
Mhm.
on TikTok are doing videos of
Even their comments, like, there's not one, like, I'm sure there are positive comments, but, like, I'm scrolling it right now, there's, like, nothing, and people are
no.
even, like, sitting there explaining, like, "Listen, he made a joke about covering black eyes
Yeah.
with makeup. Like, what are
Mhm.
you doing?"
It's just messed up. But yeah, lots of people are making videos where they're not even actually referencing it, but like Shelby Ann, who has like
Mhm.
the viral makeup routine this summer that has sold out like a million products. She did a video just like, I know people like affordable makeup. Let's do a full face with affordable makeup. And just like, she used to use a lot of e.l.f. products in this routine, and now she's like shown replacements for all of them. And she didn't say e.l.f. cosmetics once. She didn't refer to the controversy at all. She
Yep.
just was like, here's how you can do it without any e.l.f. at all. And people are responding really, really well to that. And so, yeah, I would just recommend. I mean, obviously, if you already have e.l.f. cosmetics and you have a lot of product left,
Mhm.
use the product that you have. Like, you don't have to throw something away that's good,
Exactly.
perfectly good. But maybe consider looking at alternatives when it's time to buy something new. There's a lot of great makeup at the drugstore these days.
Someone even commented, "I think Andrew Tate is available for your next ad."
I would don't give them ideas. Like I genuinely wouldn't even be
And
surprised.
And here's the thing, right? Like, if we're going to go for like a quote unquote canceled celebrity that like is still makeup adjacent, right? Like, funny enough, you could have used Shane Dawson. He is so controversial, but he would bring in so many clicks. And they could even say, like, oh, there's no conspiracy here, right? Like, you can make
Mhm.
so many, like, again, I'm saying if you want to go down the way of like rage bait,
Yeah.
clicks, whatever, at least use someone that's like has something to do with what the f you're talking about. And then they even post, okay, this thing one day ago actually, and said, actually without any caption, anything, "You know us, we're always listening and we heard you. This campaign aimed to humorously spotlight beauty and justice. We understand we missed the mark." Mind you, they have not capitalized anything. "We
Yeah.
understand we missed the mark with people we care about in our e.l.f. community. While Elfino and Schmarns closes today, we'll continue to make the case against overpriced beauty."
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
They've kept everything up. They've done like all this like,
Well,
ooh.
and the part that also is like almost the most gross to me is there's like a fake 1-800 number like that you would call for
Yep.
personal injury attorneys, but it's like to me once you put Matt Rife in it, it's kind of making fun of domestic violence hotlines. Like that it's just weird. And I don't know, maybe I would sometimes be like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe I'm being too sensitive. Maybe I'm being like that friend that's too woke." But like universally, I think people are agreeing with me on this one.
No, it's just again, if you're gonna do a cancelable
Yeah.
celebrity, right? Or you're gonna meme it, use Toddy Westbrook, right? To say like
Mhm.
goodbye injustice. It just it's There's
It's
just
just
from
stupid.
that era of YouTube, like, beauty influencers, there's so many that at least have something to do with what the F you're talking about.
Exactly.
Like, ooh, like, it's so gross, and the fact that they just don't give a shit. And and this is what I mean when I say, like, these brands just, like, keep their stuff up, and
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what's going on? Where are we moving toward? And if you see your favorite beauty influencers now, like, going to e.l.f. events.
Yeah, it's a red
Mhm.
flag. Red flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that was my e.l.f. rant.
Yes, we had to let it out. We
Yeah.
had to unleash the beast. Okay, have you heard about the trad wife, like World
No,
War III?
I'm not 100%, so I
Okay.
didn't look into it just because I didn't remember.
Okay. I meant to bring this up last week and then I forgot it happened. And then this week I
Mhm.
was like, okay, I have to talk about it. So there was like
Yeah.
a big fight came up on Twitter in this like trad wife space. So basically, the first thing that happened was this like, and these are all horrible people. These are
Yep.
all Christian nationalist, trad wife, like horrible people, just to say that up front. So Sarah Stock is a Christian influencer. She posted a photo of her new engagement ring with the caption, I won. Okay.
Yep.
So then a different Christian influencer, Morgan Ariel, reposted a screenshot of this
Oh god.
that said, or wait, no. And then, yeah. And then someone else posted, like, this Emily influencer posted some comment
Mhm.
about how, like, the ring is ugly and she doesn't like the ring. Uh, and so another influencer, Morgan Ariel, posts a screenshot with the like insult and says, "You gave it up for free, ho. Might want to sit this one out."
Like,
I'm
shut
like,
up,
hello?
everyone.
But then this is where Pearl Davis, who everyone knows Pearl Davis, this
Yes.
this woman talks about how so much value comes from having a man, yet she's never
Yeah,
had
I've
one.
blocked her.
She replies, Morgan, you are a single mother with a public video admitting you have HPV. You might want to sit this one out too.
Oh
Hello?
my god.
So Morgan replies to Pearl and says, you suck black dick and probably have AIDS.
Like, what's
What?
going on?
Oh man, not this Medium article closing.
I know.
Ah,
What get like, please. Please, the racism. What's the reason?
it's so stupid, but that's fine. I can get it on Reddit and it will be fine. So Pearl's response to this is, what's interesting is when right-wing e-girls get angry, they make up stuff about me. No, I don't have AIDS, Morgan, but thank you for your concern, quote, Christian woman. Notice she did not reply to anything about sucking dick, just for the record.
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, and then
These
like
people.
this Emily person like starts getting into it with Morgan, and Morgan posts this long ass post that says, none of that is true, Emily, but unlike you, I don't lie. So here are some facts. You got fingered in the middle of a hotel lobby at a TP USA event while everyone watched and there were families around. You brag about having sex with married mega dads and doing drugs. You have been completely ran through by both single and married men in the right wing. You call young virgins losers and encourage them to have premarital sex and you're pro-abortion. You're a disgusting feminist whore with a Jezebel spirit who uses filters in all of her videos and lives in rebellion to God while grifting off the conservative movement and simultaneously trashing women who desire to live God-honoring lifestyles because their engagement rings don't cost enough or their lifestyle isn't flashy enough. But yeah, I'm the one who needs money, you gold-digging hoe.
These
And
folk. Is this some Marjorie Taylor?
no, it's not even her, which is what's crazy. And so all of this really culminates in like this Emily woman kind of like trad wife. She went so far right, she comes kind of back to the left, where she's
Oh,
basically making the
bless.
point of like, you want to be a trad wife, but you can't even find a man who can support you. Like, how are you supposed to like stay at home, like being a traditional wife, if you can't even find a husband who makes enough money to like buy you a nice ring? Like, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh. This is like, I'm sorry, but so funny to me. Cause it's just like, what are we fighting about? It's just like they're arguing about fake virtue
Yeah,
at this point.
exactly. And it's just like one woman got engaged and she's happy about it. I do think making the caption I won is really weird.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But like, okay, live your life. The fact of the matter is, all these people are just on Twitter Blue making money from the views
Exactly.
and the clicks. And so it's deeply unserious, but it made me laugh so hard. And I love when like the worst people you know are fighting with each other.
Correct. And it's just because when you were reading it, I remembered the like there is, and again, this isn't like political. This is really what's going on. Like MGT
Mhm.
is fighting Laura Loomer or Loma. I don't know how to say their names, guys. Like I literally have never said their names out loud because I hate them.
Yeah,
Um
exactly.
but that's the political part. But MGT has now, again, the worst person has maybe made a okay point. Like she's like talking about like, hey, about money to Israel, blah blah blah. I think, and Laura has gone psychotic and just like say, and I thought it was a fake thing. Like I thought it was a legit fake tweet.
Yeah.
And it's the same exact like unfortunately content that you're talking about.
It's wild. We're living in a very strange reality, and
And they're
some
both like, "Well, I'm more MAGA than you, and I care more." But anyway, the point is like, I couldn't believe Laura wrote that about MGT, and they're basically like they were fighting for a while.
I every time you say it's funny because I can't even tell if you're saying MGT or MTG.
I don't even know. That I
But
meant MTG,
I
but
every time
whatever.
you say it, all I can think of is Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, because I think that's why I was saying the wrong thing. Y'all know who the F I'm talking about.
Listen, it's fine. But some people don't need the respect of being called that.
I literally, yeah, could care. Like, no,
I yeah,
I just don't care.
exactly. No,
Oh my
I
god,
just
like, I
wanted
can't
to
believe I'm
comment
on
on
this
them.
horrible lady's
You
eh,
know, turn
freaking
turn it off.
I
Get
can't,
out of
'cause oh,
there.
yeah, she said she's on her knees, but not for praying, and, like, talking to and called her, like, private parts, like, roast beef.
I no, disgusting.
No,
I
I'm
these
so
this is no, I don't care for that.
like,
Anyways, so that's
what
what's
is happening? And that's what I'm not gonna read the like, it's disgusting, but, like, so that's why I was like, "Oh, yeah, like, is it these women fighting?" But
yeah.
no.
No, it was a different one. I don't care to talk about what those other women are doing. But yeah, that's
Oh
what's
my
going on with the
god.
trad wives on Twitter. And I'm sure there will
Yeah.
be more beef because they all have to, of course, one up each other based on their
Oh my
like
god.
relationship to men. Okay,
Of
should we do a
course.
couple of quick bites that you've brought?
Yes. So the first one I just thought was like so random. I had to. Rachel Brosnahan, right? Like star of Superman. Is like I've randomly started seeing like her husband. So I was like, what's happening? So maybe you don't know her from Superman, but she also plays like Miss Maisel. So she's just
Oh.
very yeah. So her husband has been in the spotlight because he is currently going viral after allegedly liking a mega weird comment about her.
What?
So basic they're together and like I said, Clark Kent, so she plays Lois Lane and then there's Clark Kent. And amid the press cycle, he like her husband receives a shady fan comment on a random Instagram photo he posted. And they said like stand up for himself and leave Rachel because of her apparent good chemistry with her Superman actor.
What in the hell?
Yeah, and it said, "It's genuinely sad to see your career being tucked out to be remembered as a cuckold because your wife couldn't handle herself with with her co-actor. Like, bro, let's have some self-love and stand up for yourself. Leave her to be with him if she wants that much at the end of the day."
That's so funny. I guarantee you this man just likes every comment on his Instagram.
Yeah, I don't, even if he meant it, I don't think he would have actually liked it. Obviously, people got the screenshot pretty quickly. Then other weird stuff, not other, then one more weird stuff came out about him that he's like, oh, he's a troll, like blah blah blah. He's like maybe insecure because there's a picture of him and I think the cast of Superman standing
Yeah.
all together, and he is on his tippy toes, like trying to be tall.
Okay, that's funny.
So people are like, "Oh, he's just like insecure
Like, just
AF."
get lifts in your shoes, man. Nobody
Yeah.
cares. That's hilarious. I guarantee you that no emotion went into liking that. It was probably liked by accident.
Yeah, I just thought it was so funny.
That's
So Jason
hilarious.
Ralph has been like in the doghouse.
That's so fucking funny. Okay, well, that's
Oh my
phenomenal.
god.
I
I
love this
know,
mess.
it's just so funny. It was so random, and especially because like, men, like, or husbands, ex-husbands, whatever, are super in, like, mess right now because of Halle Berry's ex-husband
Oh,
also came
Lord.
out, and, like, again, they divorced in, I think, '96. So, like,
Mhm.
what is the reason? David Justice, has also come out and talking about, "Oh, when I married her, I thought she'd be cooking, cleaning, and motherly, but, like,
Hello?
yeah, a millionaire, mind you, would be motherly, blah, 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 but, like, I couldn't see that from her, and that's why I left her." And they had, like, a super messy divorce, back in the day, so it's, like, crazy that
But
this
it's
is
also just, like,
happening.
you're irrelevant if all you can bring up is your divorce from the
Yeah.
90s. Like, but I y
And it's crazy, he's an
boo.
athlete too, like, he's a baseball player, so or
Well,
was.
of course, it's a fucking baseball player.
I know.
Baseball players and hockey players to me go in the same bin of
Lavina,
do
hi,
not.
close your ears. But it's just, like, so crazy. Like, all of this, like, happened in the '90s, and he's on this podcast, of course, talking about, "I'm a Midwestern guy, blah, blah, blah." Why are these, like, weirdos obsessed with, like, humbling or, like, wanting to be with, like, maids instead of, like,
Mhm.
partners?
Well, and that's the thing, it actually totally connects back to this, like, trad wife shit because so many of the quote unquote, like, trad
Exactly.
wife influencers, they're single, men are not interested in them because men don't want a submissive woman to fulfill that
No.
role. They want to take an independent and not submissive woman and force them into that box. It's like the show of
Check out our ballerina
domination.
farms.
It
Epi
like the exactly. It's like the domination is the big part of it. And if the person is a willing participant, then it's less interesting to the people that are seeking like that type of arrangement. Not to say that that's like everyone who would want like a stay-at-home mom or anything like that. It's like the very specific, like super exaggerated version of
Yes,
that
yes,
is where the
yes.
domination is part of it. Not like normal families just like making it
And
work.
what's so funny is, like, they're probably sometimes making a lot more money than their husbands are.
Mhm.
In Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I think, is a great example of it, that not all, like, Ballerina Farm, she's married to a billionaire,
Yeah.
which, again, also, you could be a trad wife when you're married to a billionaire. I would be, like, not trad wife, but I'm saying I would also be a stay-at-home wife. Wow, what I gotta work for?
Yeah, no,
Um But I'm not, but, like, not, and I don't, like, aspire to have that life, I'm just saying, if one person's a billionaire and the other person wants to stay at home, makes a lot of sense, but
yes.
it's just, they're just selling lies, and people are falling for it, and it's really unfortunate, but on top of that, yeah, so I was just like, "These freaking husbands are pissing
No,
me
but
off," and
mm-mm.
then it's so funny that you brought up the trad wife thing about rings, because Cristiano Ronaldo, if people don't know Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Like,
I'm sorry. If you're
super,
this deep into mess magnets and you don't know who Cristiano Ronaldo is, I'm just kind of like, why are you?
yeah. Like, Cristiano Ronaldo, again, is a, like, mega duper super, like,
I'm
star.
pretty
I
sure he
think
has the
the
most
number
followers on
one, yeah,
Instagram in the world. He
exactly.
is a football
Soccer
player. He was
superstar,
on
yeah.
Manchester United for a long time. He's
Oh, that's when he
playing.
started, yes.
Well, I mean, he was in Manchester United like within a couple of years ago, and then he
Yeah, yeah, he
left
went
them
back,
for
but he started with
yes.
Manchester, then Real Madrid, whatever. Man's been around. I remember the craziest thing about Christian. He also had a Netflix show, which I definitely
I mean,
watched.
and he's also like a confirmed like bad guy
Well,
also.
yeah.
Like
Listen,
bad. No, his like
I have this.
controversy is bad, bad,
Yes,
bad.
yes. I have this, like, super belief that, like, I don't know that you get to this level of fame by just being a good person.
100%.
Yeah.
I do
No
like
offense to any famous people, but, like,
there's
this
more
his
going on
level.
at this level, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so what's also crazy is, like, so Cristiano Ronaldo is dating someone named Georgina, and Georgina Rodriguez, and she used to work at Gucci when they met, and they've been together 10 years, have, like, kids together and all this stuff. I think she has birthed only one of their kids, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Like it's complicated
I
with
thought
him.
they were already married, TBH, but good for me.
No. So that's what we're talking about this.
Yes.
And then anyway, it doesn't matter. Like their family life is interesting. You can watch I Am Georgina to like know more. But what's crazy is is that like they're not married. And not only are they not married, he eventually goes to Dubai or Saudi. I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sure where. But in the UAE to play for one of the teams, and they like end up changing a law because they're not married, right? But they live
Oh,
together.
yeah, I okay, wait, I did know about that, so maybe I did know
So
them.
men will literally, right, like not change the country laws and not
I
marry
mean, that's
you.
what freaking King Henry literally changed the religion of his whole country so he could get a divorce to
Correct.
bang someone else. Like,
Yeah.
listen,
But
when
it's
men are
anyway.
motivated, they will move mountains.
But it's very funny. Okay, so like that's his thing where he's like, no, like this is it. Like this is who I want to be with. Like, period. I'm not like trying to be with anyone else. La la la. Now I need you to close your eyes 1 second while I add this. Oh, okay. Open your eyes. This is he finally proposed.
I'm sorry, excuse me, what the fuck is that? I have a few things to say. Number one, they are too rich for her French tips to be looking like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not it's giving strange. Number 2, what in the fuck is that on her finger?
Y'all, it is the hugest engagement, like a diamond that I have. And like it's worse than Kim Kardashian's, and that's saying a lot because
It's
Kim Kardashian shit was terrible.
and like it's so big and obviously like this single-handedly could kill the oval engagement ring trend, which is
I
like honestly rude to me because I actually do really like the oval engagement
yeah,
rings.
the one who's
Not
really
this,
good,
not
but
like
anyway.
this, like a
No, my
normal,
God, come on.
like a normal size that a normal human would have. Um, Good for them, you know.
Like what? But you can't leave the house. Like, listen, I know that she leaves the house probably with a bunch of security, like the, but like what? Like, y'all, it's literally just an oval diamond. Like,
And
there's nothing else.
it's
There's the little bit, maybe there's like a infinity thing on the side. I can't even tell. I can't tell because it's
but you
huge.
can't.
Is it like 10 carats? I don't
It.
know.
I was literally just looking this up.
Yeah, please look this up because it looks, and yeah, like also I will say her like nails don't look that great.
This is a 35 carat ring.
Yes.
Okay.
35. I'm saying 10. I'm so poor.
It's 35. It is a $5.5 million value for the ring.
That's it though for 35?
It was probably lab grown, which is good. Which is
Oh.
good. It's you like
You
I
know what?
do
Then points. Okay, I will give you 1 point.
I honestly like I mean, listen, people have different beliefs of all kinds of things. Lab grown diamonds are a wonderful invention of the world,
Yeah.
and it's really great to have the option to get a diamond without someone having to be a slave for
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Like, but then you get people with crazy opinions. Like, there's one girl I know just got engaged, and she has like posted so many videos about how she's so glad she got a natural diamond that came from nature, and it's
Oh,
just so
shit.
much more sentimental because it's natural. And I'm like, so the value comes from the blood. Okay, that's interesting to me.
Let me just like
Um,
go to like someone's house and be like, is it natural? This is like the same women that'll be like, I had my baby naturally.
like, ooh, no pain meds. Shut up. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
also again, if you're having birth, follow your birth plan. I hope you have the experience that you want to experience. But
Period.
nobody's birth plan makes them better or worse than someone else who had a different
Correct.
birth plan. That's what I mean to say. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to shame moms.
No,
I just
that's
am like,
exactly what I mean.
don't
Where it's like,
get on
don't
your
shame other people's birth plans. That's
exactly.
what we're saying.
Exactly.
But anyway, it's just this is the ugliest effing thing I have
It's
ever
so
seen.
ugly.
And the fact that he made her wait 10 years for this. Like, was she like, "Hey, it's gonna be, like, 2 carats every year we're not together.
No, but
Like,
it's
you
also
don't
just like,
propose."
well, then they would have to be together like 17 more years, Sasha.
No, but
Like,
I just mean, like, and then there's some kids involved, right? So,
yeah,
like,
it's,
add to
but
that.
it's like, I, how could you possibly wear that? There's no way that's comfortable.
No.
It doesn't look like she can close the
That's why
fingers of
his
her
hand is at the
hand
bottom, so she's
together.
holding it he's
Like,
holding it up.
it just looks uncomfortable. And I don't understand. Like,
No, it's wild.
there's so many.
There's people dying.
No, literally, there's people dying.
But
It's
yeah.
it's too big. It's too big and it looks uncomfortable, and
And
like
the
that's
tea is
supposed to be something you wear every day.
if I'm saying something's too that's crazy. You know what I mean? Because I love big jewelry.
No, and I like that's the thing, me
But
too. And
stop
that's
this now.
another reason why I love these lab grown diamonds, because you can get a larger
Exactly. Of
diamond and
course.
it's more sparkly, it's more pretty. Like, I love that.
Yep.
This is
But
it again,
imagine.
it reaches a point. It reaches a point.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
just like,
Wow.
you have to be stopped. You know what I mean?
But no, literally. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I had to yeah, we had to end on that because I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I love it. But shall we end on our
Yes.
final note with an anonymous?
Yes, please.
Okay, so this is actually a follow-up to the mess that you read with Scally when he covered for me a
Yes.
couple of weeks
I remember
ago,
these
which,
names.
again, shout out to Scally for covering for me. He did such a good
Correct.
job. It was phenomenal. So, for anyone who doesn't remember, this was the mess with their supervisor had left the job. 2 coworkers were vying for the position, but a different woman, Joyce, got the position, was treated very poorly by the people who had wanted the job, and then went back to her
Mhm.
original job. And so our messenger says, "Thank you so much for reading my work mess. I do have an update for you." So this is an update on that mess. And again, all names have already been changed for us. So Joyce went back to her old job, as we know, and looking back, it was absolutely the right move for everyone involved. On one hand, the higher ups did not provide Joyce with the proper training and materials to be successful in the
Oh.
new role. And on the other hand, they actually found out that Joyce had still been doing work for her old department during her time with them. And so that also explains why she maybe was floundering a bit in the new position, because she
Makes
wasn't really
sense.
doing it. She was still doing the old position with the new job title.
Yeah.
And that was obviously frustrating for everyone involved. They did get a new supervisor hired in March, and he has been great. There have been no issues. And here's some updates on Jason and Kyle, the
Yes.
2
These 2
dudes that
freaks.
were being
Mhm.
assholes. So Jason felt really bad for how he treated Joyce, and he
Okay.
wishes that he had handled his frustrations better.
Hmm.
Um, Kyle went on a leave of absence for a surgery in March and was out for 6 weeks. So I guess he missed the first 6 weeks with the new supervisor. Um, During that leave of absence, another coworker, who we're going to call Brianna, put in her 2-week notice from their department to go work actually with Joyce in Joyce's original
Yeah.
department. And Brianna specifically left because Kyle has always treated her poorly for the past 2 years that they worked together.
Oh my god.
And Brianna always does her work to the best of her ability. And in her
Okay.
words, because she's a woman, Kyle was always going to treat her unfairly. So gives you a little bit of a notice about Kyle. And I think
Yeah, Kyle just okay.
many of us have worked with a Kyle in the
Yep.
past. So I can definitely believe, like, there are absolutely some men I've worked with in the past who will never respect my ideas or my work because
Yeah.
it's not coming from a man. Like, that is absolutely real.
Oh my
Not everyone,
god.
of course, but it has happened.
That's crazy.
So this is where we get a plot twist.
Yeah.
So Kyle came back from his 6-week leave of absence, and he put in his 2-week notice on his first day back. So everyone was kind of like surprised, but also not surprised, because now you have to imagine he wanted this job and he's been passed up for it twice now.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
he
he's
should
never
have
gonna get it. I understand leaving.
Yeah.
But everyone was kind of like unsure of how he was going to act in those 2 weeks, and so everyone was kind of like
Oh.
on walking on eggshells until he was gone. So it seems like Kyle just sucks so bad. And
Mhm.
our messenger says Kyle drove out not only 2 women in the department, but also his own ass out the door. And so since Kyle is gone, the whole team dynamic is much better. The new supervisor hired a replacement for Brianna in June, and Kyle's replacement will start soon. And hopefully there will be no more work drama in the foreseeable future.
Oh my gosh, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, so kind of a happy ending to that
Yeah,
one.
I'm so glad you followed up because yeah, like I just legit was like, these freaks are crazy, and I
Yes.
appreciate Jason like the growth for him,
Yes.
and then yeah, Kyle just needed to go bye bye, and shout out to everyone now that benefits now that he's gone.
Absolutely. It sounds way better. I hope for our messenger that there's no more drama in your workplace. But yeah, I was
Wow,
so curious about how things had gone after that. So I was so glad to get the update and we
of
could give that to all of the
course,
messengers here as well.
I love it.
Um,
I
but
love
that is it, Sasha.
Yes, we killed it. This was a great
Crushed it.
episode. Thank you everyone for listening. And as always, listen, hey, if you have some money here and there, help us out on Patreon. We're on Patreon at Mess Magnets. Check that out. If you wanted to see that hideous ring for yourself,
Oh my
check
God.
out our YouTube channel. All right, Messed Up Magnets. And of course,
Yes.
give us a 5-star review. Help us out. We're on our own. Okay. So whatever little helps us. Thank
Yes.
you. And with that, Kirsten, where can the people find you?
Yes, so over on the Hot Dummies on Islands podcast, myself, Asia Welch, and Jason Reed are covering Perfect Match on Netflix. The finale just dropped on August 15th, and we are going to be talking about that this weekend. So that'll be really fun. As well at weknowloveisland.com, Scally and I are breaking down Love Island Beyond the Villa with all of that drama. And you can follow me everywhere at Kirsten Said What. What about you, Sasha?
Yes, and I've been here and there, but currently I'm only doing Mess Magnets. So check all of this stuff out. And I'm sure I'll be around on these Big Brother streets.
Yes.
So yeah, that is it. Thank you everyone for listening. Bye.